Hi, friends. Welcome to week 35 AI News Roundup. This week is a quite eventful week with many models getting released and many services getting released. This has been really overwhelming to test all this and actually catch and follow up with them. Firstly, let's come to Microsoft AI. This has released almost two models, and one model they have declared it to be ready to be released in a preview. So Microsoft Vibe Voice, which is again a mixer of experts model, which is trained on a Quen, is really very good. It is basically releasing a podcaster based model, script to speech model. It is a 17 million parameter model, and I have tested it. We will see in the details. Coming to Google releases, Google has released Nano Banana, which is a Gemini Flash 2.5 image, which is again a image edit model. Last week we discussed about Quen image edit model, which Quen has released, Alibaba has released, and it was very good. Google has released its competitor. Last week they declared it for Google 10 pixel phones, but now this week they have made it public on the Google Nano Banana. We will see a very short glimpse of how it is performing in today's news session. And then one more interesting model is by OpenBMB, which is basically a video and image understanding model. While Microsoft and Google has released photo editing and text to speech models, OpenBMB has focused on image and video understanding models. We will see regarding them in our next slides. So, what is this Microsoft Vibe Voice? Vibe Voice is a specific framework which is new in design for generating long form multi speaker conversational audio. So, that means till today we were focusing on text to speech on a single person. Now this model will generate conversation with expressions for multiple speakers. This is much more useful if you are doing a play kind of a scenario. Now you don't need to join multiple characters and put it out. So you can actually choose four different personas for four different speakers and then feed in the script. It will generate the discussions altogether. So this is a model that requires around 12 GB of VRAM. So if you are planning to implement on laptops, this is information for you. Okay, you have a very small scaled model. If you quantize it from BF16 to int4, it is working even on 6 GB model. I have tried on a 6 GB laptop at a local 6 GB VRAM GPU laptop, and it is working well. So you can also give it a try to host your Vibe voice. But the problem with this is you cannot, at this point of time, the interface is not there for you to customize the voices. You have to pick one of the voice which is there. I tried with using the Microsoft speech generator, that is the Azure speech generator voice here, but it went in vain. So obviously that is not working. We will see a very small demo of the Vibe voice right now. And if you observe in the Vibe voice, what it fails is it does not work for any Indic languages. It is working good for English. I don't know Chinese. I hope Chinese it is working, but I tried with four or five Indic languages, whatever I know. None of them are being rendered properly. So that is, I think, in coming times, they will also add capabilities to add the Indic languages. Let's see a demo of the Vibe voice now. Okay, what I have done is I have given this particular script to Vibe Voice, and let us listen what the conversation generation has actually generated now.
Welcome to AI News.
Microsoft Vibe Voice is a special model that will generate the synthetic voice for multi-speaker dialogue with TTS in English. What dull? Don't dull. Wah. Win my dörletten. Stannar. Således mästerprodukt.
Now, do you see? As long as the English script is there, it has done very well. But when it comes to Telugu script in the script, it just stutters nonsense. Okay. So, this is one experience I have seen. It is consuming a lot of memory and time for inference is also a little higher when you compare it to the Microsoft speech synthesizer. So the second model from Microsoft is also very exciting. In this particular model, what I have given is I have given a prompt to explain the text. I expected Microsoft to just read out the text. Okay. But surprisingly, in this particular audio expressions or a co-pilot audio expressions, when you add, it has rewritten my prompt into a English and it has added, it has added its own text or its own words to it and then did it. Okay. So let us hear how MAI Voice 1 experiences are having. So let's listen to the translation and then we will talk on that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, wait, wait. You won't believe this. This is an absolutely unprecedented development. Can you even imagine? Microsoft is like developing an ecosystem outside of OpenAI. It's totally wild. They are reaching for more and more use cases like outside of the standard book of play. This is, I mean, this is just so exciting. Like, what does this even mean for us? I can't even. it's, it's just, wow.
Now, that's the end of the creation. You see, a plain text is converted into a lot of expressions and live editing of the text. This is exactly what MAI Voice 1 is showing. Friends, try it out. You will be surprised. You will be excited. Now, coming to our third model, MAI1 preview, we haven't have got much data. Even the model output is also not there. We have no information on how to infer it, what is the size, what are the tensor size, what is the size of the training, what is the memory required. Absolutely zero information at this point of time. But apparently, this is a pre-launch kind of a thing. Okay. Let's come to talk of the week. Google Nano Banana. Uh, After the one image, I was surprised that none of the mainstream models were of that quality. Google Nano Banana, it seems that it has met the expectations there, being a competitor to Quen image. But a small observation is that the images that are generated by the Nano Banana are having lesser resolution than the Quan image generator, Quan image model. But if you see the same kind of a tests I have generated around 22, 23 different types of images, but I'm only showing you the highlights. Okay. So when I have asked certain context, certain indic references and all, Google Nano Banana has met my expectations. It has exactly depicted what I asked them to. But if you, in addition to say, it generates a mark that this is a AI generated photo, which I am totally okay with. Now, what I see is you can actually represent whatever you want in a English, plain English. The Telugu prompting is not up to the mark. So a little, I think Google being a good translator engine and understanding the Indic language as well, I think the upcoming models will have much more better capability to understand the local languages of India. But today, at this point of time, image generation use cases are very good in the Google Nano Banana. And next, I went ahead and tried out a certain things on the Google Nano Banana, which is a little concerning. So when you put cases like generate a specific scenario, it worked well, but in some reasoning cases, it did not actually work well. So let me show what has happened here. So I have asked to create a 8 lane, road with a grandeur entrance for so and so. Okay. So if you see the what it has generated. See, one is it took the temple architecture. I have no problem. The 8 lanes prompt has been left side and wrong. Okay. And then if you see the on the right side of it, you can go ahead and see here. Okay. So the traffic is going on the right way here, but the generation has been in the opposite side here. So on the you can observe where it is happening to the left bottom corner. You can see one lane of the traffic in the wrong direction, and then the model was right in the main entrance arc, even in the right side one. Yeah, the divider is cutting right through the architectural facade, okay, which I have prompted. I tried many times to explain that you can make the facade large and all. Both the South Indian, architectural side and the North Indian architectural side suffer with the same. Maybe this is a point where Google Nano Banana has to improve. If you are really looking at the use cases which are, into generating the renders of it. The render generation was expected. The render generation was the expected mm, uh, use case for this. They also tell it in marketing material, but that I think there is a improvement. This is a first release. I think we will eventually go. So let's go ahead and test out the Nano Banana image editing capabilities. This is where I'm really impressed and floored. So I used my daughter's photo, a small photo, and then I asked it to cut out the background and place it in a park, then place it in a park with a cradle, place it in a park with swing and all and all. Google has really outperformed in this area. Although not up to the mark of a one image edit, a little one, but the inference time and the memory requirement and basically providing the inference, Google Nano Banana, I could say, has opened the gates for several classes of applications today which are very very hard to do. So I think Google, you have hit this sweet spot for the image editors or image creators. I think I also will create a video for grannies and non-tech guys, how to do this using English prompts so that you can play around with your kids videos, kids images, and generate it yourselves for many many applications. This will, believe me friends, this will open gates for many new class of applications and many many use cases here. Don't think this is a small invention. This is an invention that is going to really choke certain photo uh, editors or choke certain companies who are giving photo editing software. So uh, awesome here. Simply awesome. I have done even logo generation tests also here. They also written good. But for a news bulletin, it will become a little overkill. So maybe I will try it in another video. The fourth and last segment, I know this week there was it was a very long session, but this is something which we cannot ignore, being in India and Indian news. Reliance announces the Reliance Intelligence. It is trying to, put it on AI infrastructure. Is trying to have a global partnerships. Maybe this is a Facebook's way of coming into Indian markets on a second way, on a different methodology. But Reliance is saying it is going to build a large scale AI infrastructure. Thank you, guys. That's all for the news today. I know it has been a long news bulletin, more longer than usual, but the content is so much. So there are so many other things also that has happened. I try to keep the observation scripts crisp, focused, prioritized, so as you don't miss the critical things, and we discuss all the important happenings in the week. So you can see other videos in this week covering uh, Microsoft AI also into in depth, and also most importantly Google Nano Bananas in depth